So yeah, today we are going to see how to create a finance dashboard in Power BI. So this is all our requirement. So as you can see, the implement better cost and cash management strategies, and this is the sample dashboard which is created on the Excel. We have to create it on Power BI. So firstly, Power BI. So Power BI is basically a business intelligence tool. So Power BI is powered by the Microsoft. Yeah. So in Power BI there are there is a dashboard, there are visuals. So it is just a drag and drop method. There is no complex coding as such. It's a low code platform. So we have to just pick up the visual what we want, and just whatever the data we want to display to the user, so we can just display it through our visual. So visual as such as line chart, pie chart, donut chart and bar chart, there are many 25 plus visuals are available. So a Power BI dashboard in a finance operations allows to monitor and track each of your finance related KPIs or metrics. How does this help? So implement better cost and cash management, so achieve the financial goals of your company as such. So this is how it created. Thank you. Hello. So here we are. So today we have the finance dashboard. So we are creating finance dashboard. So we have a data, finance data. So let's have a look at firstly let us look at the data. Okay, so this is the data. So basically visually we have something like this only, something like this data only. So this data only, so the data is of January 2018, February 2018 and likewise. So we have to unpivot it, we have to unpivot this data. So we just click and right click and we will get this. So all the dates in a one column and the values according to in a one column. So after this we change the type, because as earlier you can see this is not in a type of date, so we change it. Yeah, so changing the type is simply from here. Then we insert a year, because we also want a slicer from like 2018 2000 in 1920. So we just make one another column year, then we again change the type. So this is how we clean this data and we just make this data. So then there is another like key measures. So this is key measure, basically we calculated using DAX function. So I will showing you, and this is a type, this is already in the data. So let's close it. Yeah, so let me show you, before going to the dashboard, let me show you my key measures. Okay, so let's have a look at first. So basically I created a new table called key measure. In that I created a measures. Firstly, cumulative net worth, that means total net worth. So it is basically easy to calculate using DAX function. We use the function filter and all and max. These are main three functions which we have used here. So first you start with the calculate, then what is the total saving, so the total saving column, then filter it with the all find data, comma, find data is less than equal to the maximum. What is the maximum of the find data? So there is a value of find data maximum, so we have to get below that, less than equal to that, and we filter it and calculate it, and we get cumulative net worth. Then we go for the expense. Expense is basically how much expenses in percentage we spend it. So it is like simply total expense divided by total income, we will get the percentage. Then we go for the income. So income change month or month. So it is basically like in percentage we will calculate total income, but income in month. So income LA, so basically LM. So we actually going to calculate income by month, but for each month. So it is going to be total income and date DD function we will use it and find data minus 1 month. So then we calculate saving percentage. So saving in percentage is basically like divide your total saving divided by total income, that's it. Then saving targets, what is our target of saving? 0.25. we just, and the title, because we have to give the title for each one. So this is all the functions we have created. So let us look at the how we created the My Finance dashboard. So dashboard, so as you can see I have taken two filters. So two filters are basically, first filter is of year, because if the user wants to see the data via a year, so he can like 2018, 2020, 21. And second filter is of month, all of the month are here. So let us see first. So first is of income. So income, that means it is 1.15 million. So we just, it's a card, we just put the income. Likewise I will show you. So total income we have put it in a field, as going for the others are also cards, we just have to put it. Yeah, then there is another is of line chart. The line chart basically told us, do I spend or save according to what I earn, whatever the organization earns. So we have to focus on our finance. Do I spend it or do I earn it? Do I save it? So what we earn. So if we earn more and we want to save something, so there is a called 50-20-10. So like 50% you have to spend it, 20%, 30% you have to make it as a profit, 20% you have to save it. So that's the business basic rule. So here is the line chart which shows you your total like income and all that. So here in field, we firstly put the axis as date, and then secondly values as income change month by month, expenses, saving target and saving percentage. So these are 4 lines. So as you can see, saving percentage is a light blue line. So it is going like Jan 2020, it has gone to the down because there is no saving. And saving target at that Jan 20 saving target, it's at peak, but we didn't reach at that point. So yeah, then I have created another visual, that is a donut chart. So basically donut chart are represent my where and how so my money goes. So this is donut chart, actually it is showing the mutuals and the fixed deposit, liquid funds, all that. So it's donut chart basically very useful to show the category wise distribution. So when and how do I save? So as you can see, mutual funds are taking the very large area. So yeah, it's mutual fund we can save on it. So the next visual we see that it's a area chart. So what is area chart means the much where and how do I spend. So on which thing we have to spend our money. So house rent, we have to spend lots of money on house rent. Then EMIs is next, then there's a grocery and food, then there is a health, luxury and all that things. So home rent takes 40.4% of the area, so that is a big. So it is very, area chart is very useful to see quickly how much the area it will take. That's the bigger part. So it is a detailed statement. So detailed statement, this is the area, this is a simple table we have created. So income, salary and source to, then the savings are this option, expenses are this. So we calculated total. So beside all the dashboard, we actually created a type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. Why? Because we actually want to see in detail what is going on in this EMI. So as you can see, I moved my cursor on the EMI. It shows me a graph of the component, how my EMIs goes. So how can I did it? Because let me show you. Let us see. Yeah. So in this tool tip, I have checked the type 1, that is here. So as in this all, I have checked the all things. So like type 1, let us look at what is type 1. So yeah, so this is my line chart type 1. So basically it has a component whatever we are say spending, so it's a EMI and all that. So whenever I go here and whenever I click on something, it will show me that type 1. See, because using tooltip method. So then there is a type 2 I have created. So type 2 is again a component, but at a different, like it's a 2019 and 2020. Hello. So yeah, so it's another type 2 is another component. It's basically 2018 January, 2019 July. So yeah, so type 3 is my net worth trend. So I have to create a line chart to see my trend, how is going. So my net worth. So then type 4, I have created a histogram bar chart, that is for total expenses, my total expenses, and this is my trend line, this is my saving percentage, how my saving percentage trade lines goes. So why we create all this type? Because we want to see the details of the data. Suppose I have to click on this. So as you can see, this is quickly showing me my yearly component of mutual funds. So that's why. So I hope this is useful, and this is how we can create our finance dashboard. Thank you.